Hey, it's Ariel with Auto City in El Cajon, San Diego's award-winning used car dealership. Only I'm not in El Cajon. I'm in New York City. Why? Because I'm from here. You got a problem with that? Fortunately, this visit home to dear old mom and dad coincides perfectly with the 2018 New York International Auto Show, where car companies from around the world will be showcasing not only their latest and greatest innovations in technology and design, but also the latest models we're going to see coming out in 2019. Let's go take a look. It'll be fun. Come on.
The auto show is always a good time, right here in the heart of Midtown Manhattan, which is great for tourists, rough on the rest of us. I've been coming here since I was a kid, but this is the first time I'm doing it as my job, so let's get to it. Here are some highlights I shot on my smartphone. Over at Mercedes was the Ice Queen herself, the mighty G-Wagon. Shown here is the all-new 2019 AMG G63 in a beautiful frosty white finish. This is the first time we're seeing a fully redesigned G-Wagon since 1979. But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. A philosophy that is quite apparent with the premiere of this new generation, as it really is a blink and you'll miss it redesign. But with subtle hints by the front grille and headlights, you start to take notice that this is a G-Wagon for the 21st century. It's also ever so slightly larger, growing in width by a whopping 4 inches, length gets another 2 inches, and ground clearance gets an additional 1/4 inch. Though this shares the same engine as its outgoing predecessor, the G-Wagon gets a boost in technical updates in both the drivetrain, suspension, and of course the interior cabin. Would you expect anything less from Mercedes? I don't think so. And after all these years, it is still a sight to behold. If a box on wheels is indeed your thing, the mighty G-Wagon reigns supreme. Oh yeah, and these things were there too. Okay, moving on. Fiat's Retro Revival 124 Spider has been on the market since 2016, but this was the first time I really started to take notice. It's cute. Built upon the platform of the Mazda MX-5, aka Miata, designed by the Italians and powered by a variety of engines, including this range-topping 1.4-liter turbo Abarth. I really can't see anything wrong with these. I think I want one. Making its debut at the Lexus compound is their sporty subcompact SUV, the UX. Entering said subcompact SUV market later this year, the UX will bring competition to the likes of the BMW X1, the Merc GLA class, and so on. Built on Toyota's CHR platform, it's a CHR in a tux. The UX will be offered with a variety of powertrains, including a hybrid. Welcome UX to the ever-growing oversaturated market of the subcompact luxury SUV/crossover. It is also abundantly clear that here at Lexus, while their tech, luxury, and comforts continue to grow, their designers are smoking crack. What is going on with these grills? And the headlights have gone full Zorro, baby. Easy, Lexus, take it easy. Not much to report from BMW, but if I'm being honest, new BMWs interest me very, very little. Fortunately for them, this wondrous piece of eye candy enticed me enough to at least come by and say hello. This is the car that started it all, the M1. If you don't know what this is, look it up. And if you happen to have about $1 million to spare, buy me one? Okay, thanks, bye. Team Volvo was teeming with tons of tantalizing treats. A car company I'm outspokenly fond of, Volvo introduced the newly redesigned V60, due out later this year. The king of the wagons welcomed this compact estate into the new family look. It now bears a striking resemblance to the larger V90. This is a beautiful thing because I love the look of the new V90 with its vertical wide-mouthed grille, Thor hammer headlights, and taillights that go all the way up. But it's just a little too large for my needs. With the V60, you get all the same great looks, comfort, technology, versatility, and understated Swedish elegance in a compact package. Oh yeah. The V60 will come in a variety of trims, starting with Momentum and Inscription, with an R-Design version due to follow. All available trims are powered by the all-wheel drive T6, bringing 316 Swedish horses to the American roadways. I'm gonna own the shit out of this thing. And finally making its American debut is the much-anticipated XC40. Yes, Volvo too has a subcompact SUV, but this one I might actually buy. This is the company that perfected the all-terrain luxury vehicle, as Swedes love living the good life while in the snow, so I trust them. It's also damn fine looking, if you ask me. Both of these new Volvo models will be available via their new subscription service, Care, an all-in-one flat monthly subscription rate, which includes everything under the sun, like maintenance and insurance. This is revolutionary. Really cool stuff, Volvo. Thanks. Oh look, here's a Jeep on rocks. Cool. Let's go Mets. And f fuck these guys. It's always fun to pay a visit to BMW's flamboyant kid brother Mini. No new models to report this year, but the Cooper does get a slight facelift by way of these awesome new taillights, which pay homage to the now German-built brand's original country of origin. Smashing, baby. In a gesture that can only be described as fine. Both Bentley and Rolls-Royce reluctantly rolled up to the party together. Funny to see these two British brands side by side, once so closely related, nay, nearly identical. Each car is now parented by rival German auto manufacturers. Nowadays, the Rolls is essentially a BMW 7 Series, while Bentley was acquired by Volkswagen Group in 1998, putting Audi's engineers in charge of the guts. Still, does the 7 Series come with suicide doors and inner door panel mounted umbrellas? I don't think so. Speaking of which, here's a smattering of fine angles and corners from architectural favorite Audi. And speaking of Audi, let's head over to Volkswagen, where there was plenty of new goodies to discover, including a newly redesigned 2019 Jetta, the bread and butter of VW, and a cool new GT version of the Passat. But I came for the Golf. The facelifted Golf Mark 7, aka 7.5, and its variants, the GTI and Golf R, have finally started making their rounds in the US. Yay! Improvements upon the already handsome Mark 7 include LED taillights, new headlight design that integrates the chrome strip from the grille, new bumpers, and a variety of new wheels. And if you go for the fully optioned out Golf R like the one seen here, you get new tech such as an 8-inch touchscreen display with gesture controls and Volkswagen's new digital cockpit instrument cluster. I'm a fan of analog gauges, but this thing is actually pretty cool. VW also had some cool new concepts on hand, including the Atlas Cross Sport, a smaller, more sporty version of the Atlas. I gotta be honest, I think this is a damn good looking SUV. Get thee behind thy wheel and thou mayest converteth me after all. Also seen here is their new pickup truck concept, the Atlas Tanoak. I don't know if I'm saying that right. A little further off from production than the Cross Sport, it would be cool to see VW return to the pickup truck game. I just don't know if this can match the compact coolness of the old school Rabbit Caddy. Lose a row of doors and seats, drop it down so it handles like a car, and you might just have a customer in me. But the star of the VW stage was the new 4-door coupe, the Archean. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Slightly bigger than the outgoing CC, VW's new flagship employs all the high-tech gadgetry, luxury comforts, and sporting performance you expect from higher-end German brands like BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. But VW ain't no slouch, and they're certainly no stranger to fastbacks either. With the right marketing strategies, this tremendously good-looking Volkswagen may indeed hold its own against the likes of rival fastback 4-door coupes. If they play their cards right, which I hope they do, lest the Arteon meet the same fate as the fabled yet sublime Phaeton. Good luck, Arteon, and Godspeed. Lamborghini joins the luxury SUV race with the Urus. Snooze, don't care. I'd rather stare at this all day long. Mura. And while we're on the subject, here's a smattering of pretty things scattered about the convention hall floor. Don't call it a comeback. Making its prodigal return to the electric market is the rebranded Karma Rivero. The original Fisker Karma failed and failed hard after just 2 years in production in 2011 and 2012. Though striking in looks, the Karma was a commercial flop due to really faulty engineering and not being able to crawl out from the shadows of Tesla. But now, make Karma, model Rivero, Heinrich Fisker's dream machine is back. I am to understand that this new Rivero has indeed been updated and improved upon. So let's see if this truly uniquely designed vehicle can finally give the aging Model S a run for its money. A disappointingly low amount of cool concept cars this year, but in a simple twist of irony, the one that really caught my attention is this work of art from Hyundai. Little information can be found on this elusive Genesis Essentia, except that it's a battery-powered electric coupe. It has a bit of a provocative mouth-shaped grille, and though it's really striking, it probably won't go into production, but will be used as a basis on which future Genesis vehicles will be designed. Looking forward to seeing what's coming next from South Korea, who between Hyundai and Kia have really been stepping up their game in the last few years. Toyota always has cool concepts at these shows, and I'm really hoping this FT4X goes into production. This strikes me as a real utilitarian sport utility vehicle in the tradition of the FJ Cruiser. Based upon a fully modular philosophy, this customizable concept can be your toolbox on wheels, or a spacious cargo truck, a tailgater's dream, or an all-terrain camper in which to escape the pressures of reality. This is certainly an SUV for the modern-day millennial, and despite that, I still really like it. Okay, this thing is freaking cool. This is the car that could have been, never was, but now, like, actually is. With GM shuttering Pontiac, they never had the chance to build a Firebird Trans Am out of the latest retro-styled Chevy Camaro. Fortunately, an independent custom car shop was there to pick up the pieces. Trans Am Worldwide converts Camaros into honest-to-God Firebirds, Trans Ams, and GTOs. Complete with the Pontiac-style badge and the notorious Firebird hood, you can custom build your Pontiac Tribute with a variety of classic trims, including a 455 Super Duty seen here, Outlaw Edition, a GTO Judge, and a car built special for the bandit himself, complete with T-tops. If I were to buy a modern-day American muscle car, it would hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, be from Trans Am Depot. Now, if only I can find that cocktail napkin with Sally Field's phone number on it.
Well, that was certainly a lot of fun and nostalgic for me. I've been coming to this New York Auto Show since I was a little kid, and it's always a blast. I have no doubt that some of these 2019 models will eventually be making their way to our lot, probably in 2020 or so. So if you want to come take a look at any of these cars when they arrive, or any other cars we currently have in our award-winning lot, come see us in El Cajon or visit us online at GoAutoCity.com. Reporting from the Jacob Javits Center in Midtown Manhattan, thanks for watching.
Auto City.